Under the floorboards?
They stuck the weapon through one of the gaps. They could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
Alright.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
Only Benedict!
The killer had a light with him. If there's
guess
a hole in your argument, there should have been a wall.
It's gonna be
that's locked
explained
right.
here.
I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway.
What? I don't know!
Yeah. Wait, Terutero?
I guess Terutero.
I guess.
You're
Okay.
the only one!
Really?
Terutero. Could it be you? Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Teruteru's the killer? Is that
What?
true?
How I have any influence
You know what?
after accusing fucking everybody.
Yeah, no, seriously. I love how he's like so cocky, like Terutero. Like there was a time of silence and then his eyes
What are you
locked with him.
talking
As
about?
if we
There's
did
no
not just go
way.
through half of the cast.
Yeah, right.
Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely.
My assumption after several
Objection
assumptions.
or not, why am I being treated like the killer? Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen.
Yep. He was in the kitchen, he grabbed the portable stove during the blackout, he went into the storage room, got under the floorboards, and stabbed him with something, I don't know what.
That's
Puts
it?
hand on
That's the
Terutero's
only
shoulder.
reason
Listen,
you're treating me like a killer?
it makes sense that
Isn't
you're the
that a
killer,
little
and I'm glad
drastic?
that you're the first killer in this game because I hate you. But look, I'm gonna be real. I was more focused on Byakuya being crazy than you being a murderer. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Cruel. Cruel. Too cruel.
Huh.
Terutero. That attitude is so not
Nuggets,
like
what
you.
the fuck?
For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
What are cooks nationally
Why are
known
you
for being
being-
level-headed?
Call me chef.
Why
If
are you
follow
being a
aspersions
weirdo?
Like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts? The future of the culinary arts? That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
The future of the culinary
Right.
arts. Yes, the future of the
That's totally
culinary
right.
arts.
So, what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Got him.
Nagito,
Providing
why
a
are
what?
you interfering? Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what?
And
It's
then they
dark under
stabbed
the
him, and then we
floorboards,
went to
too.
trial. Let's
How would
assume
they
all
be
that
able to
happened.
stab Byakuya?
They would find the table
You're not
because
gonna
of the
say
glowing
they
paint,
shined
is
the
my
light
guess.
on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed. That's right. What do you think about that? There's no
Thank
way
you,
you can
Nagito,
answer,
for-
right?
I can, it's a
Personally
glowing
haven't
paint!
investigated what's
It's a glowing
beneath the
paint, baby!
floorboards.
Why am I
If
so
that's the case, then
difficult?
Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
Yeah.
No. Unfortunately,
Yeah, I didn't think
there was
so.
nothing related to the incident under the floorboards.
Otherwise, I'd
Except
be
for
pissed
a
that you didn't
knife,
bring
which
it
I
to our
used to
attention.
stab Byakuya.
The only thing
Right.
I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness near where
Oh, God damn
Byakuya's
it.
blood was dripping.
There was nothing there except for this.
A
Gundam!
shining liquid in the dark?
I was right, it's the paint.
That sounds
Yeah.
super important.
This is so
If
stupid.
there
They
was
said
a
it
shiny mark
earlier.
like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark,
Was that a
right?
mistake that they left in the
And
game?
in
That they
doing
mentioned the
so,
glowing paint
it might
earlier?
have been possible for them
No,
to
I
use
doubt
that mark
it.
to target
Well, because it was in one of the
Because we were-
menus. It wasn't in the dialogue.
I don't know what you're talking about then.
In one of the, like, explanations. I mean, maybe that was supposed to be, like, a little clever hint to what's to come. In one of the, selections that you could have picked, something about, like, glowing paint. It's fine, it's fine, whatever. Let's move
Sometimes
on.
they're not anything. They're just
Yeah.
like filler. Oh, my eye's a little itchy.
Oh. Scratch it.
Victim.
Get your fingernail
okay.
out.
Well, what's the question? Victim was targeted by a mark. What was the mark? It was a paint. Oh, where is the glowing in the dark paint? The knife?
Wait, the
We'll go
knife,
with that.
yeah.
I can prove
There's
it
paint
with
on it.
this.
Yes.
The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
It's the glowing paint that's paint and it glows.
By using the glowing paint as a target,
Or the blood
they were able
is
to
really
judge where to
neon.
stab even
Yeah,
in the dark.
we don't talk about that.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
That would be the moment
saw glowing
someone
paint and
grabbed a hold of
panicked.
the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing.
That's the plot, everyone.
See? That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
I'm crazy, don't you see?
This case requires so many caveats because then Terutero would have to know that Byakuya was under the table doing something.
But that, you know what? I guess that means it wasn't
Why
Terutero.
else-
It's someone.
Why else would he climb under the floor to stab somebody? Otherwise, you're just stabbing them in the feet.
This is so stupid. The only logical explanation, they're gonna figure out a way to make this make sense, but the only logical explanation is someone was just under the floorboards holding a knife for no reason like Gollum, and then they saw glowing green and just
And
stabbed out of
decided to
pure instinct.
stab.
Nothing else makes sense.
Yeah, it wouldn't mean that
Teru.
he was playing all along.
Seriously, I don't know anything. Really, I don't know anything at all.
Then can
He
I
did
ask
like say
everyone a
stuff like, this
question
isn't really
instead?
happening, but
I don't believe it.
You again? Just stop already!
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
especially if it's
Teru
about
is
me
the
not being killer.
That would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout.
During the
Okay.
blackout.
Terutero's... Okay.
And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
I'm going to the storage room. He said, guys, is there a blackout in here and not just in the kitchen?
Yes.
What the hell? What this?
Ow!
After Byakuya said, what's this? And after Nagito
Turn
said,
the damn
ow.
lights on!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Unless he was under the floor saying that.
She heard Terutero's voice in the dining
Oh, okay, that's possible.
Doesn't that
I feel like it would be
prove
slightly
Terutero was
muffled,
in
but
the
you never know with
dining
this
hall
game.
during the
The
blackout?
floorboards seemed like they had a pretty good gap between them.
That's right. That's exactly it.
But Terutero was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
That's true. You kind of... how do you find his way from the kitchen to the dining hall? You have to get through a set of doors.
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there.
We're, of course, taking away the account that people feel with their hands in the dark.
Of course, the hallway was dark
Yeah,
too. Somehow, I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat. So,
You're gonna die, dude. You wanna chill
Wait,
out?
I just remembered something. He's the killer.
But I heard Terutero's voice in the dining hall! Ibuki swears on her honor!
Yeah, we all did.
That's right. Terutero was in the dining hall, not the storage room.
That doesn't make sense.
That's
means
right.
he's not the killer.
No, that's
Yeah,
not
he
it.
was under the floor, babe. That's how he was able to speak.
Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me? It's not like I want to blame you. I just...
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now,
He just glared at him. That's great.
He just looks at him.
He was
No
like,
dialogue. Just
Fucking what? All right, we got another one of these.
all right. Yeah. So
Knife,
talking through the
bloodstained,
floorboard.
gaps, night vision
Gaps
goggles.
and floorboard. Gaps and
throw
floorboard.
them in. Yep, you're right.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Terutero's voice.
That's true.
Oh wait, that's it.
It's handsome, unlike his face.
It's agreed. That's agreed.
It's true.
maybe it was a recording or something?
It's not.
No.
Nope, definitely a live
weird.
voice.
That's true.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that contradiction.
I'll shoot you with a gun.
Just because we heard Terutero's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall. Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall.
Just because you were in the dining hall doesn't mean that you were in the dining hall.
You were a little bit under the dining hall, so technically, but semantics.
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall. Is that true, Terutero?
If this was
on a
Minecraft, you'd be
second.
1 block below us. Do you understand?
I can't wait to put the manga together so that I can piece some kind of timeline out of this cockamamie as script.
Can you explain this, Terutero?
I told you to wait
so
a second,
cute.
ain't I?
Wait, what? Yeah, Duval?
What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
He's
What?
literally Duval.
Oh
When he
my
gets
god, he was
upset.
doing a fake voice?
He starts
What the
speaking
fuck?
like a southerner.
Where are you from again?
Ooh, I was born in West Asabu and raised in South Aoyama.
Oh god, it feels
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar.
No, I was born in Ding Dong Land and then I went to Ring Ding. What's the problem with
that's what
that,
it feels
Been
like.
there after the power returned, right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Terutero actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
I hate
It sounds
this
like
voice.
I feel like the reveal is supposed to be that this is his original voice, and but it sounds like this is the fake voice.
Something like this shouldn't be
Yeah,
decided by
it
gut
sounds
instinct.
really unnatural.
People's lives are at stake.
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy
No,
memories.
it sounds so
I
fake.
deeply hate
Getting
this
even
voice.
worse. He's definitely lying.
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
Ah!
Is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memory?
Okay.
Gosh, yeah, don't
You
be
guys
saying
ever
things
seen
like that, don't make
Paprika?
no
Let's
sense.
put the thing
Can
on
you
his
even
head
prove I
and go
wasn't
in.
the dining hall?
Sorry.
Is this
It
racist?
feels like it's offensive to somebody.
Is this racist?
She said consult his memories. I wonder if they're saying that he shouldn't know where he came from if his mind was wiped, but I don't know if that's the case.
I probably can. Garou, you again.
Guru.
How do you say Garou?
Whether or not Terutero was in the...
Whether or not
Oh, yeah.
Terutero was in the dining hall during the blackout in order to know for sure.
Just need to throw that question.
I just need to throw that question at him.
Oh. I wonder.
I can prove
Hell
it
yeah,
with
I'm a
this.
genius!
Really?
I'm a genius!
Wow,
claiming that you're
wow.
in the
Pat's head. Pat's head.
I knew it would come in handy at some point.
You should know how Mikan was positioned at the time.
Mm.
Well, what?
Don't make me remember. It's so embarrassing.
Oh.
This is a very important question.
Why is
No,
Hajime...
I'm going to keep
His voice
talking
is
about
getting
it.
increasingly
You
sultry.
should know the answer to that.
You
I
should know
know,
the answer to that, baby.
It was a pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget about it so easily.
I don't know if clever is the right word.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I showed you something so unsightly.
I feel so bad for Mika.
How about it?
It's terrible.
You can't answer, Terutero?
The black outline keeps getting thicker.
Yeah, it's
Or sorry, dark purple.
That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
There's no way it would slip from your
Oh,
mind.
damn, man, it just
especially
slipped from
not a
mine.
pervert
Yes,
like
it
you.
did.
Even so. Nagito, say something!
I guess you might have to give up now.
Wait, give up? What do you mean, give up?
Were they in cahoots?
Teru,
I think that's what they're
I'm
saying.
disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that?
Well, hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Huh? But it's already decided, right?
I am speechless.
Yeah.
No use.
Can we kill him as fast as possible?
It appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet.
That's true, it hasn't. God, this
understand?
game is taking
But
so long.
it's such a sad defense. This is too cruel.
Oh, you calling me the killer? Then where's the weapon?
Come on, Manumi! Enough with the whimpering and translate!
Yeah, I got that one.
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
Judging
Yeah.
from Yakuya's
Yeah, it's
wounds,
thinner, Neko.
It was a thin-edged tool that's roughly
Wait,
5
what is it?
millimeters in diameter.
Huh?
Well, do you know what it is?
I don't.
Also, if they stab from
okay.
under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this,
Really
who
said
cares
length.
about the weapon?
He said link.
Not good enough at all.
Oh, not good enough.
Not good enough. Not good enough at all. Fine,
Thanks.
I got it.
Maybe in Japanese
try
it sounds
thinking
way
about what the
different.
weapon
I don't know.
What I doing? What I doing?
He said, try to kill it.
What a confusing accent!
Anyway,
That's what it is.
we need to focus and think about this.
My mind's a haze listening to this guy.
So am I. A thin edge tool with a diameter of about 50 millimeters and at least 50 centimeters in length. Wait, 50, I think that's a typo. It was 5 millimeters.
That's definitely a typo. They've been saying 5 millimeters this whole time. Guys, this game's kind of old. I know you can't do patches, but I'm just saying.
The weapon that meets these requirements might have been used at the crime scene. Huh? What was that? Hangman's Gambit? Fuck! I have no idea! I have no idea. I have no clue.
Look,
Oh,
we're just
God.
gonna do this. We're just gonna go for it.
Hayden.
Start picking letters. It's fine. Just start picking letters. That's not it. It's fine.
I'm gonna die. Well, it's not
No, because you saved. You can't die in a video game, Amber. It's not real.
Okay, here's a question. What weapon is 5 millimeters in diameter and at least 50 centimeters in length? I am going to keep blowing these up. You work on brainstorming, okay?
Okay, maybe some kind of spike, some kind of needle.
Something super thin and how long is
long.
50 centimeters?
I'm also looking at how many letters. The second half could easily be needle.
Yeah.
So the first half, 4 letters.
Something related to cooking, probably.
I mean, there's that temperature needle. Maybe there's another word for that.
Temp needle? I can try a T.
If you see one. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there is an N for needle.
Yeah, it has to be in order, though.
No, I know. What I'm saying is it could be needle, but
It's not O.
Yeah, you tried O before and it didn't work, right?
What about R? Nope.
As in a really good needle.
What about K?
Did you try I already?
I don't think I did. Let me try it. Okay, it starts with an I.
Oh! I would not expect that. Ice pick! No.
Ice pick!
It can't be ice pick. No.
Yeah, not the right letters, but we're getting closer here.
This is probably agony for someone that knows it.
I have no clue.
Okay.
It's R. IR.
IR. What? What is this? Iron.
Okay, there was something iron on the equipment list. I don't think I can check it though.
Iron. It could be like iron needle. I could believe that.
Spike.
Oh my fucking god! Really?
Oh, sorry.
No. Get it. Oh. Iron. Iron spigot. Try S.
What spigot?
Okay.
Not enough letters.
Iron spike? There's no way.
Is there a P? I don't think I've seen a P yet.
Shit.
No!
I think I saw a P earlier.
I can't do it all at once.
No. Oh no.
Sword? No.
I know, it's really stressful.
SK.
Iron skewer.
Yes!
Skewer. We said skewer before.
Obviously. Oh,
we
God.
were talking about it, yeah.
That makes sense. Ah! Damn
Amber,
it.
you are truly the ultimate gamer. Look at you go. God damn it. Never mind about that ultimate gamer thing.
W here, we got one. Skew.
W. Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's lining up perfectly. E. Stop. Stop going so fast, Amber.
No! Alright, it's gonna let me play it again.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You're gonna say that I'm the murderer.
No. Everyone doubts me. And I lost the stupid arcade game, and now I'm gonna die.
Black it is. How'd you make it out of it? But that's not the case, so we're gonna start over.
It's you because you lost the stupid arcade game. Yeah, that makes sense. Ha ha ha.
Beats you too hard to be.
This
you like to retry? Yes, obviously. Wow, we're dumb.
Would you like to retry?
We will never give up.
Why is the timer still counting down? when they say,
tells me
oh,
to
you
slow
have been
down when the
selected.
timer is coming. Okay, I've got this though.
I. Oh.
Yep. Oh my god, gamer. No, I'm not. There it is. No!
Why did you?
Ow!
You're getting cocky, Amber. You're getting cocky.
I'm sorry. I'm waiting for the fucking E!
I didn't mean to yell at you. Sorry.
I know. I'm not really mad at you. I'm mad at the game.
Okay. Fucking Christ. Hey, we figured it out, though.
Jeez Louise, this takes so long.
So how do you feel? Best minigame or...
Huh? The iron skewer?
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Terutero.
I checked the equipment list and there seems to be one iron skewer missing. We talked about this, yes. God, it was so long ago I forgot. Oh, that's right, as far as I know, they've been missing from the start. I'm so sad that I have to stop using this voice now.
Iron skewer is the weapon?
Oh, well.
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Hey, Terutero, where'd
That's
you
really
hide the iron
painful.
skewer?
Avril Lavigne!
Avril Lavigne? Avril Lavigne!
Why did he say
He's
Avril
just
Lavigne?
saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere
You're just
on the island.
naming characters. You're just naming real-life actresses that died in the mid-2000s and were replaced with robots.
Sirens would be ringing non-stop.
You know, to confuse us.
Just
Okay.
for littering?
That's news to me.
Also,
Wait,
I
really?
was on guard duty, and I never once saw Terutero leave the old building.
Which means
Oh.
he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Terutero, just man up and be straight with us.
But I'm bi. Finally, we're nearing an end.
Thank
A cornered
God.
opponent will be surrounded by soul shields and simply will not listen to what you have to say. It will probably pain you to condemn your classmate, but this
No,
is
it
a
won't.
class trial after all. No, I'm okay with this.
Not when it's Terutero, it's fine.
You must argue against your opponent and destroy their soul shields. A high-speed dispute battle where you beat down a panicked opponent's excuse and nonsense. Also, if it seems like I'm, not retaining information, I haven't eaten dinner.
Neither have I. It's fine.
We gotta get through this fucking case!
Also, you already know this last one, right?
Huh?
You just shout him down. You're just shouting down his arguments.
Yeah, I think this is a new one.
Yeah.
No,
this is the one from
high-speed
before.
dispute. Well, it's explaining it to me again. Battle where you beat down a panicked opponent's excuse and nonsense. That's a bullet time. Sorry, the panic talk action. PTA will shorten it. During PTA, you can destroy all of your opponent's soul shields so you can deliver the final strike.
Oh dear.
In order to do that, you must destroy your opponent's remarks while following the tempo of the song. Okay, so let's turn to the last game. Great.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
This is gonna be difficult. I don't know how good I'm gonna be at this.
Still recording? Okay, good.
Yeah. Time your button presses with the tempo marker as it moves across the screen. Match the tempo marker by pressing the B button, and you will be able to lock onto your opponent's remark. If you keep pressing it, you'll be able to lock onto multiple remarks at the same time. Afterwards, if you release the B button in time with the tempo marker, it will intercept the locked on remark and destroy it. By destroying the remarks, you'll be able to damage the soul shields, protecting the opponent and destroy them. However, if you cannot destroy the remark within the time limit, you'll end up getting hurt during the PTA. Instead that. Disrosing and focus the B button. Please wait for another time for other features. I don't think what I said was English. Do this consecutively on your starter combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll find yourself in tempo down situation. When the song changes, the tempo changes. This will alter the timing for each button. Please be careful. Last but not least,
Hey, she's still reading the instructions? I'm getting bored.
Stop looking at me! If you destroy all your opponent's soul shields, they will start to give their final argument. If that happens, 4 words will be destroyed on the top, bottom, left, right side of the screen.
You're doing a great job, Amber, reading all those instructions.
Each of these 4
you have the
words
biggest hope of all.
corresponds to the B, Y, X, and A button. If you press the buttons in the right order, you'll be able to compose...
Those 4 buttons are not as strong as my 4 divas!
I like you're adding the little character commentary down there. Yeah, okay, press on the mark. Be able to compose the words for the final strike. Please mark your argument while searching for the words that will trump your opponent's final argument. Also, if you don't deliver your final strike with the time limit, the opponent's soul shield will be like, good luck, have fun. Okay.
The fact that he's doing a racist voice and then the next thing he does is monkey noises is just making him worse and worse by the second.
Yeah, it's...
I'm so upset.
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country hip?
I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
If the iron skewer is a weapon, then hiding in the kitchen would be the easiest place to slip by. I can't talk anymore. We've been recording for 2 hours. It's past midnight and we're hungry. We're gonna get to the end of this trial.
Look, we know what he says. Just hit the A button and let's do it.
Well, I need to know what to say here. Which means was the weapon... Was the weapon... Okay, that's not me.
Which means was the weapon was already hidden somewhere.
This game gaslight me.
Were they also hungry and hadn't eaten dinner? It's possible.
I got punked. Was the weapon was already hidden somewhere we couldn't find it? Could it have been in an unexpected place? Where would that be? Where did he hide the long weapon like an iron skewer? Up his bum.
Could he hide it in his apron? Could he hide it up his leg?
Think carefully.
I'm not hiding anything.
He said, I'm not
hiding anything. I'm not hiding anything.
So...
I think he might be hiding something, but where did he do it?
I must reveal to Terutero the conclusive evidence that proves he's a killer. Okay.
Shut up!
I'm President.
That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know.
Oh, I'm missing.
Paris Hilton!
You appear to be missing a lot, yeah.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know. Paris Hilton!
Paris Hilton.
Good point. I didn't think about that.
He makes a good point. Okay, Y, X, B, A. Meat on the bone! Okay, hold on. Oh, fuck.
God, we got more of this shit.
Why are we saying meat on the bone?
Nonsense!
Because it matters a lot to him.
Okay, I need to.
Unforgivable!
I
don't know! Where would the weapon
Okay,
be?
meat. Fuck, I messed it up again. God damn it. Oh, meat on
That's
the
impossible.
bone! He hid it in the meat on the bone!
Oh my oh.
I thought
Okay.
that was like utter gibberish! We're so
I thought we were
tired.
just like filling in words or some shit.
Okay.
Where would the weapon be?
Meat on the bone. Meat on the bone. Go.
The bone. Fuck! I can't think!
Really? Oh no. Look, you have a lot of health. It's fine.
I know. I'm sorry, my brain
We
doesn't
can
work
do it.
right
We
now.
can do it.
I don't know.
Am I being punked?
Paris Hilton! Ah! Where would the
Okay,
weapon be?
meat on the bone.
This is the end.
I got it.
Did you?
I got it!
Yeah.
I'm
What
so
were you just not doing it
tired.
in time?
The iron skewer had
I
been
was
hidden.
putting the words in the
Inside
wrong
the piece of
order
meat
because
on
I
the
couldn't
bone.
think straight.
Oh, honey. Okay. All right.
I'm okay. We're gonna get through this.
We're basically at the end. Well done.
Yeah.
Well fucking done.
We figured out a Terutero, fuck you.
In a place like that?
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
That he
Impossible.
didn't take out
That's
to the
what
dining
Yaki
table.
and I thought. That's why we overlooked it.
I mean, it's not impossible,
It
that
seems
is.
as there's no dangerous
It's
items like the
improbable.
skewer in the churro earlier inside that pile of food.
The churrasco.
That
That
appears
appears
to be the case.
case. Phew, I wouldn't have known what to do if he said fish bones and meat bones were also dangerous items.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of
What do
all
you
the
mean
dishes
couldn't?
you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is? The meat on the bone.
We even pointed at that thing.
We're like, that's weird.
That is
I'm
kind of funny.
using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here.
We need to confirm this now! So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
Please be careful if you're gonna eat it.
Monokuma,
Yeah, eat it like the right direction and not into the sword.
Yeah, and then Akane dies from freak accident.
And then
One
Monokuma
minute.
pops up and he's
Just
like,
give me 1 minute.
who's the
I'll
killer?
eat the whole thing!
Wait, hold on a
I
second.
don't know.
Time out.
No, shut up.
What are you
Stop
doing?
stalling.
Hurry up and
About that.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone to get it.
I'm right here!
With the meat on the bone. Oh no, he's eating it before
I'm
Akane
already
can.
eating it! A bear that eats meat!
I'm a stinker.
Now that I think
Ain't
about
I
it,
a stinker?
Pretty normal.
Yeah, thank you, Ibuki.
nom. Oh, what is this? So yummy!
It's been days.
That's my meat! I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life! That
It's
taste brings me back
cold.
to my days wild.
You're a monster, Monokuma.
It's been days.
This is disgusting.
It's been hours.
Seriously, this is really bad.
My. There's something inside the meat.
It's a knife!
Look what came out.
Ah.
Is that an iron skewer? Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
It's so far away, but I can see it.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
Byakuya. Is that how you say it?
Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
Fucking nuggets, what?
I can't wait to go
What
back
is
to
your
our
deal?
fucking cabin and Nagito is like this for the rest of our lives.
What
Like we get
is the
back and he
meaning
goes,
of this?
"Well done,
Uh-huh.
you have solved the case." And
kind
it's
of
like, "Shut up!"
Right?
Kill
Oh
someone.
god.
I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Jeez, what a disappointment.
I kind of like his sassiness.
Yeah, I do. I'm like, I keep having trains of thought. I'm thinking, what if we need to, like, don't stop believing in Nagito, and, like, I think he still has, like, a true person under there. If this is what he's like the traitor, then I think we can help him. I can change him! I can change him for the better! This is a terrible mindset.
Such an unseemly
It is,
defense
but
for an ultimate
I mean,
like you.
I never said this game had good morals.
Yeah, it's a murder game, so
Nagito?
whatever.
It's true.
I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
Thank you, Chiaki. Fucking shut up for a minute.
God. Chiaki. He's just completely quiet.
Thank you, Chiaki.
She's one of our faves.
Nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks.
Let me guess. He's
You
a
don't need to
hick,
translate
and he
anymore.
became the ultimate chef
Somehow I
because
can
he's a hick.
Tell what he's trying to say.
Never said a word about cooking on your grapes.
Grapes. Let's just deal with Nagito later. More importantly, we should first make a manga. Can we make a manga?
Once and for all.
Guys, I don't want to play anymore. I just want to read.
Go over the entire incident from beginning to
Yep,
end.
we're
and
making a
make
manga. Go over the entire incident, then I can prove Terutero's crime. I mean, fuck if I know exactly what happened here, but I'm gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out.
Oh, we're gonna make the.
That's right. If we don't do that, there's no way, and it's gonna fucking end. There's no way this will end if we don't do
We
it.
need to do it.
Do it, go.
Okay. It's finally come to this. My throb is chesting. I so desperately want to skip the tutorials, but they're so cute.
My throb is also chesting.
Hayden, can you read this
Let
for
him
me?
speak. Every case has one last feature to bring to the class trial. To an end. All right, this is the closing argument. I'm sorry, I thought there was a typo. I don't know why I thought that. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the orders of events in the case in the form of a comic book or a manga. This reproduction is merely Hajime's imagination, so there will be gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where a number of pieces are missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the truth panels provided.
You know, it's really not advantageous to tell the American viewers that it's a comic when it's backwards.
Yeah, you might as well say manga, and then we'll look at it backwards and be like, "What? This is a comic, but it's backwards."
Yeah.
I mean, that's what a comic is called in Japan. Oh well. Around 3 to 5 truth panels make up one set. Inside that one set, there will be correct panels placed among incorrect panels. If you use up all of the correct panels contained in one set, it will switch to a new set. After that, if you fill in all the holes, you will clear the challenge. I'm pretty sure some of you already noticed, but it will be difficult to complete with so many gaps. But once you fill some in, it will become much simpler. For those of you who played the previous game, you might hesitate at first, but it's basically the same concept. Now then, when playing and solving the closing argument, there is a certain trick. If you move the reticle onto the gaps on each page, it will display hints on the top of the screen. This type of hint will ask what kind of scene is drawn in that gap. Also, if you move the reticle onto a truth path, it will display a hint as well. This hint explains the scene contained in that panel. Put together these two hints and think carefully. Of course, don't forget that there will be a time limit. Ugh.
That's alright, we get as many tries
Well then,
as we
good
want.
luck and have fun. Yeah, I know, but I'd rather finish soon.
Yeah.
We got it though, we're almost to the end. Oh, look at the idea!
Oh, why is the quality so... as I was promised.
This is me having fun. This is me with my binoculars.
Okay, is this what... Oh, everyone at the party is...
Everyone's
having a
fun.
good time. Oh my gosh. Fucking... Yeah, nope, not that one. No?
Oh, the iron.
The what? The iron?
The iron, right? The iron's turned on.
No.
No? Oh,
I should
okay,
think
whatever.
about this again. How about the dog?
We can always move on to the next one.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, look at the arrow. Yeah, see?
Okay.
Yeah, that definitely goes there.
Oh, I guess I can go through and put the sets in.
Yeah. Goggles? Yay!
He just fucking goes full action
I love
hero.
him with the little goggles. He's running somewhere. Dun, 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 dun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's already there.
Okay. You pushed
I'm
me
gonna
away.
guess that this one is... No.
No.
Who did Byakuya see? Okay, we don't have that one.
So this is when the... Yeah, no, I think that's it.
Okay, we have 7 minutes. At the office,
Because that's the
Pecco.
rocker girl. Well, no, rocker girl would have heard when the blackout happened because she was like, I heard everybody.
Yeah. Okay, so we're waiting for when he says his name. Yep.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, the other 2 were fake. We're going back?
Okay. So there's fake ones. Okay.
Damn it. Knife glowing in the dark. Switched on.
Mind you, we may not have the panel for that.
Yeah, I don't think we do yet. What's he doing?
Yeah.
Nekomaru's holding it in.
He has to shit. He has to shit. Fucking maybe? No. It's fake. It's fake. It's fake.
Huh?
The Nekomaru one, it's fake. Oh, you already
So-
found it. All right.
Could it be back here? See? No one. We're waiting for one with nuggets in it.
Oh, wait, the hand with the glowing knife. That's a couple panels to the left. Remember with the table? Yeah, see, he goes under
Well
to
done.
reach for. Yeah.
That's... Hyoko is drinking juice isn't really relevant.
No, it's fake. It's fake.
Damn. Fuck.
Maybe one where there's like a kitchen in the. Yeah, here.
Oh, it's the stove. I didn't
Yes.
really understand what that was.
Oh, I knew, but it's fine.
I'm sorry.
You got it.
Should have told me. It's all your fault.
I'm sorry. No, definitely not. No. Yeah, okay.
He is closing the fire door.
Oh, wait. Go back to, go to the right. No, stop. Go to the right and put the meat there.
Meat. Okay, good job.
Yeah.
So I think it's...
Maybe?
This one goes somewhere. Okay.
That one's got to go somewhere around
killer
there.
do after exiting? Okay. That would go there. That's a fake one.
And the one on the right is a fake one, so just wherever Chiaki is.
Maybe it's
That
not.
one's fake. I remember the...
Doesn't that go
No,
there?
that one's fake.
Yeah, it is over here.
Yeah.
Right there. Actually, it's not the same.
No, it is the same.
It's not. His
What?
head is ducked under the table in this one.
Oh,
In this one,
pardon me.
it's lifted up. Unlit portable stove.
That one's
that's
fake, though.
Okay, so we're looking for Chiaki's.
Yes, agreed. Now, Chiaki was outside,
Got it.
Here's everything
Okay, that just
happened in this
establishes she
case.
was outside.
All right, we didn't die.
Let's try going over the whole incident.
Sick.
Beginning with right after the party started.
Please, fuck.
Byakuya had us gather in the dining
Please,
hall of the old
fuck,
building
please.
near the hotel.
Please, fuck both of you.
He was
Nuggets, stop
cautious
being
about a murder
crazy.
occurring that night
It looks really
because
cute
of a
with
threatening letter he
the
received.
glass.
I was saying earlier, I love him with the little
Therefore,
cup.
he decided to throw
He's
a
like, I'm
party
having
so he
fun
could
with my
monitor us.
friends.
Oh, poor Pecco.
The one
So she
person
was
didn't
just
come.
shitting, okay.
The rest
Yeah.
of us assembled at the dining hall, and the
He's
party
in
was
there, he's
underway.
got his shit. Oh, look at him.
But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They
Would you
plugged
read a
3
Danganronpa
irons into
manga?
the outlets in the storage
Yeah.
room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on.
Oh, look
Since
at
the
them, they're
windows
so
in the old
nice.
building were
Yeah.
covered,
I like the
blackout
My Hero
plunged
one
the
a lot.
dining hall into total darkness.
Yeah. No, yeah, same.
But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so
That's
concerned
me
about a murder
inspecting for
occurring that he
booty.
brought a full
Where
load
is
of
it?
security equipment with him.
Oh, excuse
When
me.
he put on his night vision goggles,
Oh, excuse me.
Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move.
Oh my
He
gosh.
saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right. Everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan. The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark before.
That's the only way it would make sense if they were in cahoots.
They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand.
You know, out of all
Long
plans,
iron
I guess
skewer
I can
used in
buy
the
this
churrasco
one.
dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it.
The meat with the bone in it.
With
The meat with the
weapon and
bone in
portable
it.
stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway.
Huh, booty.
First,
Booty.
they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall.
I think his torso's a little too long, but
Yeah.
who cares?
Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific
Me looking for the
item.
murderer in my apartment. Come to me.
That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
This
With
gray
this,
guy looks
the
way
killer
cooler
finished
than
their preparations
Terutero
and
did,
snuck
surely.
under the floorboards
He
through the secret
does.
passage.
I want to see Terutero's plump little
probably
marble
turned off the
ass
portable
rolled up in a
cooking
white
stove
cloth,
or left it near the entrance of the door.
looking like a white Dark Rider.
The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there.
He's so determined.
If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but...
This is really convoluted because Terutero's entire plan rests on Byakuya being under the table. And that's like
Well, I
such
think
a
that's the
specific
point.
thing.
I could believe that because it was very obvious that Byakuya was really paranoid. And if he knew that the night vision goggles were on, then they would
Somebody
know,
went on the
oh,
table.
you're gonna follow me. Because that much is clear. I guess the only unbelievable thing is how did he know he had night vision goggles? Like,
Yeah, how did they know all of this? I think an explanation would be if Terutero was going to try and kill Nagito after he figured out his plan. And then Byakuya ended up getting caught in the crossfire.
He had to retrieve that knife. And at that moment, the killer
Stab,
lurking
stab,
beneath
stab.
the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer.
About 10 times.
The
He's a
killer had
psycho.
been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen.
Shook.
And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened.
What's that onomatopoeia? Tickins.
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 I could kind of imagine.
There's
I'd
only
imagine
one
a
person who would
G
have
in
been able
there.
to commit this crime, especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food.
See, the two of them work together, but why?
Who's that Pokemon? I don't know. There are a lot
Isn't
of
that
things
right,
missing.
Terutero Hanamura?
Oh boy.
That's
Well,
what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
well done.
Yay!
This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone. Would never.
It seems
Sorry, hun, but you
this
did.
is the end.
I'm sorry, but I don't feel sorry for you.
Ooh, it's a roller coaster ride of screaming.
I know.
It goes down and then back up. Okay, we're gonna be allowed to save before.
I do want to kind of see the resolution to the story, but...
Okay, he's gotta get executed. Yeah, B, I deserve that.
Hey, you know what? That's fine. That's better than better.
Okay.
It looks like your argument has come to a close.
Oops! I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate? Well, putting that aside, let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time!
Pudding!
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Oh, just a reminder,
Oh, gosh.
make triple sure you vote for someone. If
my God,
you
get
don't
about.
vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier.
Are they gonna reincorporate that?
Why did this happen?
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Swag. Who is found guilty?
It's fucking Terutero. I guess Nuggets gets to live another day, but I am confused as to what that means for me.
Oh, well.
Alright.